Let me start by saying thank you to our governor, Josh Shapiro, for yet again um, making action match the words. Oftentimes, you know, people say with their mouths what they know in their mind that they should believe in their heart but don't. And today the governor has shown us that what he says matches what is in his heart. And that is that mass transit is a vital part to the lifeblood of this Commonwealth. So again, Governor Shapiro, we thank you for your leadership today in delivering for all of the people in southeastern Pennsylvania and quite honestly all across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. To all of the men and women of TWU, to all of the men and women of SEPTA who work and serve us every single day, we say thank you for your steadfast dedication to not only our transit system, but to our community. Listen, I grew up here in Philadelphia. I grew up in South Philly. I grew up taking the 2 and the 37 to get to school every day. You know, one of the first people that I would see outside of my mother was my bus driver. And the smile of the bus driver or the good morning from the bus driver is probably the first word that many of our young people hear every single day when those hundreds of thousands of them travel to get to their educational environment every morning. That smile or that good morning that our bus drivers give may be the only smile or good morning that some of our seniors hear and see when they're on their way to their medical appointments or on their way to go do their shopping. So, you know, our SEPTA workers aren't just bus drivers. They're really ambassadors for the city and for the region. So let's give it up for all of our men and women who work every single day. You know, my speaker and my leader talked about how we've passed mass transit funding in the House 3 times. 3 separate occasions, we've shown that we care not just about the funding for mass transit, but what's actually behind those dollars. Listen, folks, Pennsylvania doesn't move unless SEPTA moves. That is a fact. Hundreds of thousands of people are getting to work, they're getting to school, they're getting to medical appointments because of SEPTA. And those folks that are going to work, guess what they're doing? They're paying taxes. And that tax revenue is what we use to fund a multitude of things across this Commonwealth. From our nursing homes that help our seniors, to the children's health insurance plan that our young people use when they go to the doctor, to all of that, you know, free breakfast that all of our young people are getting. We did that together. All of that is funded because mass transit, what you say, Vincent, the wheels on the bus go around. That's what's funding all of these things. I was trying to think of a kid story myself. I was like, I don't have one, so I'm gonna just use yours again. Look, the truth is that this is major. It is important for everything. It is all interconnected. So look, this is just a stopgap. This is not the end of the road, and we know that. We're going to go back to Harrisburg with our 1-seat majority. Even though it's 1 seat, it is a majority, and we like it. I ain't gonna hold you. It's better being on the first floor than the fourth. But anyway, we're going to go back to Harrisburg. You have our commitment that we're going to work in a bipartisan fashion. We've done it before, we'll do it again, to get SEPTA funding and all mass transit and roads and bridges funding done for the people of Pennsylvania. Look, there are roads and bridges in Pike County, in Elk County, and Butler County that folks in southeastern Pennsylvania will never be on, right? But there are also people in Bucks and people in Butler and Elk and Cameron County. Many of them may never come into our city. But that is what a commonwealth is. It's about doing things for the common good. So today's work is for all of us. It's not just for southeastern Pennsylvania, it's for all of Pennsylvania. Because as SEPTA moves, all of us moves. Thank you again to Governor Josh Shapiro.